Welcome back to our channel. My name is Daphna, and today we are going to be practicing a really soft, really easy, no prop needed prenatal class. Prenatal yoga is something that I love teaching. It's something that I'm relatively a little bit newer to teaching as opposed to power yoga and vinyasa and the following. But I have really found a lot of love for the world of prenatal. There's just something very wholesome about teaching people that truly want to take care of themselves from the deepest part of within, you know? So yeah, it's going to be really nice and easy, really short and sweet, just to get a nice little stretch in. Just be mindful of yourself, be mindful of your breath, be mindful of your body. You may or may not hear throughout today's practice or any future prenatal classes the term hug the baby. And basically what that means is that you are going to take an inhale and just kind of allow all of the muscles in your belly and in your torso to expand. And as you exhale, you're going to kind of give your baby a big hug with those muscles. So if I were in a tabletop position, for example, it would kind of look like this. I would go just to soften, and as I exhale, right? So I'm really pulling everything into the midline. I think that that's about it. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position, just a cross-legged seat. You can come into whatever seat is comfortable for you. I choose to start with this one. If you are having a hard time finding a tall seat, you can always slide a pillow or a blanket under your glutes, but just to stay within the theme of no props, I will be demonstrating without any props. We'll allow our hands to rest easily over our knees. And we'll just close down the eyes here as we take a deep breath. Let's fill up into the belly, into the rib cage, into the chest. And take a big sigh out through the mouth. Good. We'll take another 2 cleansing breaths, just like that. As you inhale, I want you to scrunch your shoulders up towards your ears. And as you exhale, drop them away. Good. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Scrunch the shoulders up and good. Awesome. Start to just breathe into a very natural, neutral breath here. Sealing off the lips, maintaining your breath only from your nose. And if you're familiar with the yoga practice, I invite you to turn on your Ujjayi breath. If you are new to the yoga practice, I invite you to try it out. Our Ujjayi breath is like an ocean's breath. Basically sounds like you're fogging up a mirror, but with your lips sealed. So try that one time. You're going to take an inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, close your lips as if you are fogging up a mirror. Good. We'll try that one more time. And exhale through your nose like you're fogging up a mirror. Good. It's that throat breath. And try to maintain that breath here as you in and exhale through the nose. It's a really beautiful breath for us to kind of follow in terms of focus, in terms of attention. And as we breathe into the body here, I'd like for you to draw your attention towards your facial features. Notice what your forehead and what your eyebrows are doing. Notice what your eyelids, what your cheeks, and what your jaw are doing. Allow your shoulders to hang heavily away from your ears. And allow the weight of your body to distribute itself towards the sits bones. Allow your chin to slightly tuck inward towards your chest, allowing for a little bit of extra space to be made in your neck. And depending on where it is that you find yourself in this pregnancy, I'd like for you to just become mindful of where it is that you breathe towards. In the beginning of your pregnancy, it may still feel really easy to breathe a normal breath. But as we start to grow, as we start to get a little bit bigger, we may notice that breathing may become a little bit restricted. So I'd like to teach you to breathe through the rib cage and allow the rib cage to expand in all 4 directions. As opposed to having that breath kind of expand forward, I'd like for you to kind of visualize your rib cage pushing out towards the sides as if you would like your arms to kind of move out of the way. Allow the back side of your rib cage to expand as well. When you allow for space to be made for you to breathe, you allow for space to be made for your baby to settle further. We'll take an inhale as we reach the arms all the way up and overhead. Allow the palms to touch. As you exhale, you'll allow your hands to come all the way down through the center midline of your body and slowly allow the palms to rest on your belly. We'll take this opportunity to use the sensation of our hands pressed against our belly to send love and light to our womb. You are doing something really, really special here where you are creating space for you, your body, your breath, and your practice. Whether you're new to the practice or a seasoned practitioner, you are setting time aside to fill up your own cup. And we can't pour from an empty cup, so give yourself a little bit of credit where credit is due for doing this for you. And we'll take another inhale as we reach both arms all the way back up through the sides of the waist. Begin to blink the eyes open as you look up towards your hands. And exhale, allow your hands to come back down alongside the body. Good, you'll take a deep breath. Let's tug the chin up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, allow your chin to move down towards the chest. 2 more times like that. Inhale to tug the chin up. And exhale, bring it into the chest. And on the last time, you'll inhale, bring the chin all the way up. And keep your head falling back in this way as you slowly draw the left ear towards the left shoulder, getting a really nice stretch in towards that right side of your shoulder. Bring it back through that back side, so allow your head to fall back. And then all the way over to the right. Good. We'll do that 2 more times for each side. Inhale, bring it back as you let it fall back. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Good. Inhale, bring the head to fall back. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Good. On the next inhale, you allow your head to fall back. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Pause here. The right hand stays out. The left hand lifts up and wraps around the head towards the right ear. Allow that left hand to weigh gently over your head. As you inhale, lift the right arm to the line of the right shoulder. And exhale, reach it down just to hover off the ground. Inhale, lift the right arm along the right shoulder. Exhale, allow it to lower down just to hover. Inhale, 1 more time, lift the right arm. Exhale, lower it down all the way to the ground. You're going to keep your head as is, just lift the left hand, inhale. Exhale, lower it down as you draw the chin in towards the chest. Good. You're going to take a deep breath here. Bring your head back into neutral. Exhale, drop the head back. Good. Roll the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, lift the right arm as it wraps over the head towards that left ear. Really nice. You're going to take an inhale, lift that left arm up to the line of the left shoulder. Exhale, roll it down to just hover. 2 more. Inhale, lift the left arm. Exhale, lower to hover. Beautiful. 1 more time. Inhale, lift that left arm. Exhale, lower that left arm down to the ground gently. Release the right arm without moving the head as you inhale. Exhale, draw the chin towards the chest. Good. You'll take an inhale, lift both arms all the way up. Exhale, we're taking a twist. Now, again, depending on how big your belly is, that will determine how deep you want to go into this twist. If you're relatively new to the practice, if you are kind of just a little uncomfortable with twisting, then you can bring the right hand onto the right knee and allow the left hand to come behind you. This is a really gentle twist. If you're very familiar with the practice or you feel comfortable, you can bring the right hand to that left knee and allow the gaze to rotate back towards that left shoulder. You'll take an inhale, just peep over that right shoulder. Exhale to look over the left. Good. Inhale to peep over the right shoulder. Stay in that twist. Exhale to look over the left. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, peep over that right shoulder. And exhale to look over the left. You'll, on your next inhale, look over the right shoulder, lift that left hand high. Exhale, draw this right shoulder down towards the right knee. Now notice, my left arm is reaching overhead. My left side body is kind of parallel with the ceiling, so I'm not rotating my chest down. I almost want to rotate my chest up. You can use that right elbow as leverage to kind of push into the right shin. And keep that left sit bone down. You're going to feel a really nice stretch in the lower left side of your back. We'll take another 2 full breaths right here, maintaining an open line of communication with your belly and with your breath. Send that space to your baby. On your next inhale, you'll sweep both arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, twist to the right side. Again, the left hand can rest over that left knee if that feels good. Otherwise, you can deepen by bringing the left hand to the right. Looking over the right shoulder as you inhale. Exhale to look over the left. Inhale, looking over the right. Exhale, looking over the left. On the last time, inhale, look over the right. Exhale to look over the left. Good. You're going to inhale here. Reach the right hand high. Keep the gaze over the left shoulder. And exhale, slowly draw that left elbow either down to the left shin or left shoulder to the left knee. Keep your gaze down towards the left knee. The right sit bone is rooted on the mat. Right side body is parallel with the ceiling above. You're maintaining a really steady breath. Create space. Oftentimes we may feel like we have a little bit of tension in our lower back. And so this is the opportunity for you to relieve that tension. You'll take just another deep breath in right here where you are. Stay for the exhale. Good. Slowly swing both hands all the way up overhead. Let's take a deep breath. And exhale, release your hands. Beautiful. We are going to bring the soles of our feet. I'm just rotating so that you can see me. Soles of the feet come flat onto the ground at hips distance. Allow your hands to settle behind you. The fingers can look out to the sides. They can look back, whatever feels best in your body. You're going to take a deep breath. Roll the shoulders back here. Puff your chest high. Exhale. Hug your baby. Really hug all the muscles in your torso and squeeze your butt and lift your hips off the ground. Good. Let's take an inhale. Slowly lower the hips down. Exhale. Hug your baby. Lift the hips. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale. Lower the hips down. Exhale, squeeze your butt, hug your baby, lift your hips. Good. You have the option of looking forward towards your baby, towards your belly. Maybe looking up towards the ceiling to soften the tension in the neck. And if it feels good for you, you can drop your head back as you breathe for another 4. Keep the squeeze active through the butt. Keep pushing through all 4 limbs for 2. Don't freak out. You've got this. Keep that steady breath, that believe in yourself. Good. You're going to take another inhale. Exhale, look forward and slowly lower your hips. Really, really good job, mama. You're going to allow the soles of the feet to come together and slowly walk your hands up. Hands come onto the ankles. We'll go through some cat-cow here. As we inhale, we'll tug the chest forward. Exhale, round through the spine. Good. Inhale, tug the chest forward. Exhale, round through the spine. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. stay with that rounded spine, we're going to take some Sufi circles, rolling in a circle in one direction, allowing for your pelvis to tilt as much as needed with these circles. So round, exaggerate the movement of the spine, and try to synchronize your breath with the movement. Really allow the spine to move as it will, as you just kind of breathe into it. And then you're going to move into the opposite direction. Really good. Steady with that breath, steady with the inhales, with the exhales. Maintain a really open line of communication between your breath, your body, your baby. There are a lot of factors at play here. And you'll slowly take a deep breath as you come back through center. Release your hands back behind you and kind of lean into those hands. Slowly draw your legs as close as they can together and swing them over to one side. We're working our way up into a tabletop position. Allow your knees to come underneath your hips and your hands to come underneath your shoulders. We'll allow ourselves a moment here as we take an inhale and an exhale. Good. Now notice that when we are in our tabletop position, especially in more advanced months, you'll notice that the weight of your belly starts to create a little bit of a natural arch in the lower back. So I want you to start to hug your baby in to neutralize that little arch as much as you possibly can. And a little bit differently than most of our other classes, most of the vinyasa classes, if you are familiar with the practice, usually you'll hear a teacher cue, drop the belly, lift the tail and the gaze, but exactly for the reason that I just mentioned, I'm not going to be telling you to drop your belly. What I mostly want you to focus on is pulling your chest forward. So when you'll see me demoing, you'll notice that I'm not really moving my lower back so much as I am my cervical spine. That's where I want the movement to come from. So you'll take an inhale as you pull your chest forward and exhale to round through the spine. Good, good, good. Really nice work. Let's do that another 3 times. Inhale, draw your heart forward and exhale, round. Inhale to draw your heart forward. Exhale, round. Good. On this last time, you're going to pump your chest forward and through. Exhale, puppy pose. Walk your hands forward and melt your forehead down to the ground. Now, if it's a little bit too intense to have your arms extended, you can always stack up the forearms and rest your forehead on that top forearm. There's something really, really nice about coming into a very gentle inversion. It allows your baby to kind of come into a very comfortable space. It allows your belly to kind of ease off with that weight. And if you are experiencing a breech baby, especially in later weeks, then this is one of those shapes that can really help put your baby into a safe space. So you can just kind of do this on your own for about 30 minutes a day, and it'll help kind of defy gravity in a sense. So we'll just take a couple more breaths here. Really give yourself the opportunity to sink into this shape and to soften around the edges that are a little bit harsher, a little bit sharper. Really good work. Good. Let's take a deep breath in right here. And as you exhale, find your way to kind of push off of the hands as you come up into that tabletop position. Keep all 10 toes tucked. You'll bring your feet together as you slowly start to sit back towards your heels. Bring your hands to your waist as you take a deep breath. Squeeze your butt. Exhale to lift the hips. Just for a little bit of an opening into the chest here. We'll bring our hands to the lower back. You can have your fingertips facing down. You'll roll the shoulders back, hug the elbows in, and puff your chest up towards the ceiling. Really press down with your hands on your hips. Notice that the movement is coming again from your chest, from your upper back. Notice that you aren't sinking into the lower back here, but rather lifting up from the chest. You'll take another 2. Beautiful. Let's take one more inhale. Your head will come up last. I want you to sit your booty down towards your heels, unravel your spine. The head will come up last. Good. Now all 10 toes want to stay tucked here. In every prenatal class that we're going to do, I'm going to place you into an uncomfortable position to breathe for about 30 seconds. Reason for this is I want you and your body to start to become aware of the fact that you are fully capable of maintaining your breath and maintaining your peace of mind even when in an uncomfortable situation. My teacher said that the same way that you can't stop a contraction, you won't be able to stop these shapes. So allow yourself to use this exercise as a tool for you to soften throughout and for you to get ready, prepare for labor. So we'll just take a moment here. Our toes are tucked. I know that this can be really, really intense, but this is also an important stretch for your feet, so bear with me. We'll take an inhale as we reach both arms all the way up. Close your eyes here. And as you exhale, allow your hands to kind of slit through the middle as the thumbs come down to your heart space. Tuck your chin and allow your shoulders to soften. Gently release your hands to your belly as the palms are pressing into your belly. You're going to use this opportunity to breathe. Connect back to the intention that you set in the beginning of the practice. That sensation and that notion of love and light that you are sending throughout your body and to your baby, to your womb. You are capable of bearing life within you. You are capable of maintaining that life and nurturing. So in this moment, just try to find the connection to your womb and to your baby. It's okay if you haven't until now. It's okay if you're having a hard time. No matter where it is that you find yourself with grace. Give yourself a little bit more credit where credit is due. You'll take another inhale as you reach both arms all the way up. Blink the eyes open. Exhale, release your hands down. Good. Tap the backs of your feet. You did amazing. I'm really proud of you. Good. Now let's take a happy baby, a child's pose. You're going to bring your knees out a little nice and wide as you need them to be for your belly to rest between them. The big toes come to touch and you'll allow your hips to soften towards the heels. Allow your hands to rest all the way out in front of you, and very similar to what I mentioned earlier, if it's a little too intense for you or if you're having any kind of like burping or acid reflux, or if your food's just coming up, you can always stack your forearms and just rest your forehead here. And you're just going to take a deep breath right where you are. Big sigh out. Good job. As you sit here in this very nurturing shape, I'd like for you to reflect on just the time that has passed. In this time, you've been able to move your body, connect to your breath, connect to your baby. I'd like to invite you and even challenge you to try to maintain that level of connection, that level of breath throughout the remainder of your day, of your evening, whatever time you do this at. See if you can take that same kind of quality into the remainder of your week as well. And just remind yourself of how capable you are of doing everything that you've done until now and everything that you have yet to face. You'll take a deep breath in right here. And a big exhale out. You're welcome to stay in this child's pose for as long as you like. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your pregnancy. Thank you.